Hi guys, Margaret with Mitt here, and today I'm with Raudel, and he's going to show us the common mistakes and how to fix them.
All right, common mistakes. Okay, now, number one, I think that we're playing in a social match or whatever, we have a tendency to get in a hurry.
Yeah.
Because you know it's important to call the score first, of course. And number one, we think because you're serving you have to rush your serve. You really don't have to. Take your time. That's number one. And I think as far as common mistakes we make, obviously one of the most important ones, I hate to say it over and over again, but is to look at the ball when you make contact. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I find is so natural, especially as a beginner. You want to be so happy you made it in the box that you toss it and you're looking where it's going to go. And a lot of times my ball went over there. So remember, on the serve, the idea is where the paddle's pointing at contact. So it's very important as to look at the ball, number one. And the idea here, once again, is you want to go through that ball. It's almost like you're playing horseshoes, something like that. But in other words, you want your paddle. I had a great coach in tennis once who told me, Alice Marble, great champion. She said, on your serve, it's almost like you're throwing your racket to the box. And I do the same thing with pickleball. It's almost like if I was to let go of this nice paddle, which I will not, my paddle's going to go through that ball.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another common mistake, okay, is that what happens is we know we have to be behind the line at contact. However, I saw a video the other day about a question was to see if this serve is legal, and I'll demonstrate it. And this, by the way, this serve is legal. Is they step, which you can take a step, and they're up in the air. See, that's a legal serve because I had 1 foot on the ground. Now, I'm not allowed to do this, a jump serve. I have to have at least 1 foot on the ground, so that's not necessarily a common mistake, but sometimes we get excited about what to do and what not to do. So what we're going to focus on, number one, is to look at the ball and make contact. Very important. Now remember, you have total control. That's probably number one I see. So let's see a couple serves. She's going to keep her head down, looking at the ball. Low to high, just like that. Fantastic serve. I like it because you really stayed focused, and it's almost like you're hitting eight pickleball. So you're going through that ball. Through that ball, okay?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, as far as common mistakes, like I said, I think number one is get in a hurry.
Yep.
Okay. And a common mistake in all reality is not calling the score.
Yeah.
I see that a lot.
A lot.
People get excited and they don't call the score. Oh, it's a score. Because you know as well as I, that's the hardest thing to learn in pickleball, right?
Yeah.
Is how to keep score. But as far as common mistakes, though, the number one thing I see players do at all levels is they have a tendency to toss it and look where it's going to go. Because what happens, as soon as I lift my head, the ball is going to go where the paddle's pointing, which is that way. Okay? So, let's do a couple more.
It's kind of good too because you have both players that I'm a righty and he's a lefty, so you get to see it at both angles.
Exactly,
as well.
that's correct. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now on these, same thing. Now, the reason I use these balls when I teach is because they're two different colors and you can see rotation, and also I'm going to be able to look at that. It's a little easier to see because it's being two different colors. I can see when I toss it, I don't have a lot of spin on my ball. In other words, on my toss, I don't spin it. It's just like I keep the ball pretty much flat, straight up, keeping my eyes on it. There's my ball. Okay?
Perfect.
Let's do a couple. Very good. All right. Let's do it again.
All right.
Okay, now, paddle was up here.
Yeah.
That'll tell you right away. Okay, got to make sure you relax your hand, going low to high. Okay, very good. Now, very important, once again, we know keeping your eyes on the ball is important. And also, remember, it's natural, especially when you get to the level where you want to start hitting the ball hard, it's natural to want to take a step. Remember, you cannot touch the line until after you make contact with the ball. So you can't be here, it's got to be here, then you can go in. Okay? Let's do a couple more. Very good. Okay, low to high. Very good. Nice serve. Very good. Very good. Now, remember this, as you're playing, when you make contact with the ball, remember this, where the paddle's pointing, that's where the ball's going to go. So always make adjustments. If my ball, as a left-hander, if my ball is going more to the right, that should tell me immediately, hey, my paddle was pointing this way at contact. So like I said before, it's almost like you're throwing the paddle to the target.
Yeah.
Okay? Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Sounds good. Thanks, Raudel.
All right.
Thank you for watching. If you like this series, please comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.